Welcome back into the Sports Source. This portion of our show is brought to you by Safety Systems. Safety and security for your home and family, or for your business and your employees. From security systems, alarms and cameras, to fire safety, life safety systems, even nurse call systems if you need those. If it's a safety need of any kind, call Safety Systems. SafetySystems.com. VFL JJ Surlis will be glad to answer any questions you have, and I promise you these guys will take good care of you. Safety Systems. All right, we are back with Mike Strange, Josh Ward, Mark Pankratz here. Quickie segment. I think most of us projected UT as a bubble team this year. They are off to a 7-1 start. Close loss to Florida State in Niceville, Florida. Good win over Washington in Toronto. Everything else has been kind of good win against VCU down there in Niceville. Everything else has been kind of according to script. They're ranked number 20 in Ken Pomeroy's well-respected computer rankings right now. What I found interesting, of Tennessee's teams on their schedule, only Kansas, Auburn, and Kentucky are ranked above Tennessee right now in Ken Pom's rankings. My question, did we underestimate this team? Is this team better at this point than you expected?
For me, yes. Yeah, I think it's been better. An example would be the Washington game, and Washington's not a great team, but a quality team with some good young talent. Tennessee was able to control that game, and I didn't think early in the season the Vols would be able to do that. Some of the concerns that I had are still there, and I think those are pretty obvious. But Tennessee's ability to play at a higher level more consistently early in the season against good competition was better than I expected in November and early December.
Yes, they're better. Yves Pons. I still just remain so impressed by the development in his game. I think I've said before, I thought here's a good athlete, but I'm not sure college basketball is his venue. But boy, he has really developed into a nice basketball player.
I didn't expect them to be 7-1 at this point, but at the same time, I still think this is going to wind up being a bubble team by season's end. So I might have underestimated them by a little, but I still think lack of height is going to be an issue.
Yep.
Lack of depth at point guard.
Yep.
And I looked yesterday, out of 353 teams in the country, see if this sounds familiar from last year, they ranked 337 in terms of bench minutes. That worries me when you get into the slog of the SEC.
A key guy gets hurt, really thin.
Yeah, so the young players you guys discussed in the last segment, I want to see how they develop and how they hold up over the course of this year.
So, Mark, we've all sounded off. You tell us, did we underestimate this team, and where are you on moving forward? Have you adjusted your views?
I thought they were going to lose to Washington. The depth piece about it for me is it hinders your ability to grow because you have Lamonte Turner have a game like he had versus Florida State, and that bench is the best learning tool for you. And if you don't have a backup point guard, Lamonte knows that he does it. Not that he's a bad kid. I don't mean it by any means that way. But he just doesn't have to adjust his playing as quickly as Jordan Bone had to do it. Barnes would yank him out because he could put Lamonte Turner back in. You don't have that this year. And if that is the guy that's running your ship, it concerns me moving forward. Same thing with the bigs. If Fulkerson's not rebounding, you saw that some versus Florida State, you don't have the guys at this point that can go in and rebound. So I think the biggest thing is the bench. And our turnovers has led to that. We're 15 assists last year. We were great at taking care of the ball last year. We're averaging about 14 turnovers a game this year.
Real quick, what's more likely? Top 20 finish or bubble team finish, Mike Strange?
Bubble.
I think bubble's right.
Bubble.
I'll stay bubble. Okay. We'll see if we underestimated them just now. When we come back, we're going to start looking at Tennessee's roster by class, by position for 2020 offense and defense. It's interesting. Come on back.